Man, oh man, oh man. The love just continues for Uncle Trump, and for Democrats, the love continues to fade. Oh, yeah, we're going to dive into a little bit of anime today. Yeah, of all things. I know, anime. But they're making anime of Uncle Trump. I'm so serious. Let's dive in.
死んだバー初めて俺に伝えている
絶望の匂いだ。
面白いこと見せようかほらこんなにガチンが多すぎて
お父さん、
あかん
ドナルド君はまだ死ぬ時じゃないでしょ。
アメリカ万歳ファイト
絶対負けないよ。
弾道違いと
ゼロ。だってまだ3級行ってないでしょ。1回も行ってください。
おい仲良くしてこの世界傷つ生きるため昔グレートだって大きにまたグレートになるためあのさ有名人なら誰かのマントを掴んでいいさそう見放せるで
That last part, bro. Oh man, goodness gracious, that's hilarious. Okay. But that's not the only one. I'm so serious, bro. Like, the world loves Uncle Trump, man. Listen, check out this next one.
But that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple months old. If you want to really see some...
Donald, you must move your head.
Shinzo, you died. And I never got the chance to say goodbye.
Donald, I don't say goodbye. You need to remember your training. Move your head. I cannot explain. I must go.
Wait, Shinzo, if I never see you again, then see you later, Space Cowboy.
What time you will see me again? Because there is one last thing that I must do.
Couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take... Thank you, Shinzo.
Over the roads and over the skies.
Amazing, huh? Move your head. Man, you ever think about how different things would be had Trump not turned his head? You know, I found myself sitting here thinking about that earlier when I was putting this video together. Like, man, things would be a lot different, a whole lot different. Like, I genuinely don't know if we would have won if he had passed away that day. You know, I feel like Democrats may have actually pulled it off somehow, some kind of way. You know, if there hadn't been this kind of passing of the torch from Trump, you know, to JD Vance or to whoever, right? And the initial shock and everything, like, I part of me genuinely feels like we probably would have lost. We would have lost. I feel. Hopefully, would have been wrong, but thank Jesus Almighty that none of us ever have to find that out. Okay, because it didn't happen. He turned his head and he missed. Okay, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. But you know, one thing that I do want to touch on, and there's another cartoon actually of Uncle Trump. Like this right here. Yeah, there's more. There's a lot more, guys. This isn't the only one of Uncle Trump. Like there's all kinds of cartoons being made about this man. I mean, it's honestly really, really amazing. Really amazing. They got this man as like Superman, you know? Crazy, right? Absolutely crazy. Beautiful thing to see. But, you know, at the same time, the Democrat Party has an approval rating that's like 21% and dropping. And you know who else is having a hard time out here? Old Timmy Waltz. Yeah, the guy who thinks it's time for him to start showing his face since he has this new notoriety, which I didn't even know who Tim Waltz was until Kamala picked him as a VP, but now all of a sudden he wants to go on all of these press runs and everything. And let me tell y'all something. It's not going very well for old Timmy Waltz, and for good reason. I want y'all to check this out. The welcoming Tim Waltz received from veterans.
Welcome to the Capitol. It's great that you're here. Sir, you're welcome to come. Let me finish. Let me finish. Oh, hey, there's some passion in the building, which is a good thing. Look, we got an opportunity here. We've got an opportunity to continue something.
Oh, man. I just love it. I love it when they get a taste of their own medicine, right? All of these Democrats out here don't want to denounce the burning of Teslas and everything else. We saw there was a video clip of AOC being asked about it, and she immediately wanted to change the subject to, well, but Republicans. But had the roles had been reversed and it was, you know, Republican constituents, which we wouldn't do that. But if it had been us and Republican congressmen and women had been getting asked about it, oh no, how dare you? You better denounce what's going on. You better denounce it. That Democrats will be screaming at the top of their lungs about it, you know, which also shows we need some new Republican politicians in Washington for sure. We need somebody who's going to have some cojones, you know, and do the same thing to Democrats that Democrats try to do to us, right? Not in terms of the burning of Teslas and everything, but just calling them out, right? There's no reason why AOC shouldn't be able to denounce the burning of Teslas and the vandalism that's going on with Tesla vehicles. She should absolutely and like instantly denounce it. No, we do not support that. We don't want people doing that. That is horrible. That is terrible. But Democrats won't do it. So Republicans should hold their feet to the fire and call them out. But we need a lot of new Republicans. I will say that. I will say that. But you know, if you're wondering why he got that bad reception from veterans, here's a little refresher on who old Timmy Waltz really is.
When his country and his state called out for leadership, Tim Walz abandoned them. In early 2005, his National Guard unit was ordered to deploy to Iraq. He said he'd go, but instead, he retired, leaving his soldiers without their senior non-commissioned officer.
He abandoned us. As soon as the shots were fired in Iraq, he turned and ran the other way. And
Governor Walz had, disappeared, retired out and left basically his troops high and dry.
The New York Times exposed Walz misrepresented his military record.
So you just heard that there. Democrats have become so desperate. This party is so desperate at this point, they're considering Stephen A. Smith. If you think I'm joking, check it out.
Republicans, I think the Republicans are asking us, particularly Trump, trust me. And by the way, he's in a position to do it because he won the popular vote. He won the Electoral College vote. He won every swing state. He won both houses of Congress. He's got a majority 6-3 in the Supreme Court. I mean, damn. Americans didn't just give it to him. He took it because he recognized what the left wasn't doing. They were preoccupied with nonsense. You want to ask why Stephen A. Smith felt the need to speak up at the NAB conference? Let me ask y'all this question. We supposed to leave it to Bernie Sanders and AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez? We supposed to leave it with individuals that will tell you that it's perfectly okay to tax 70% of your money? Not that they gave out that number. I'm just speculating because of how socialistic they are in their thinking. We supposed to say that that's okay? Y'all okay with that? You okay with going to work and making $100 and walking home with 30? You sure about that? Are you cool with it? Just tell me. Because these are the kind of questions that we have to ask ourselves. That is why I spoke up.
Yeah, when you're considering Stephen A. Smith, you've reached a level of desperation that tells me you ain't got a chance in hell of winning. I'm just saying. You know, you don't have a shot. You don't stand a chance. None whatsoever. But hey, I guess that's good for us, huh? More wins. The more winning, the better, right? The better. I love it. I absolutely love it. But as always, y'all let me know your thoughts and your opinions on this. Make sure you guys please hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. And if you are new, hit the subscribe button. It's totally free. No charge. All right? Thanks for tuning in as always. Peace and love. I'm out.